Hey everybody, we're going to go ahead and open up some more baseball card packs here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to really waste much time tonight. As always, I've got them ranked in tier levels of what I think is the potential of the best cards. So we're going to see what we can find here. Now, we'll start off with 1990 Donruss. Had a lot of wax sticking to one of the packs. It looks like might have gotten wet or warm and wax melted, so ripped up the front of the pack. So let's go ahead and rip into it, see what we can find here. And we start off with the Ryan Sandberg All-Star. Ramon Martinez, second year. Mike Scott, Gene Larkin, Charlie Hayes, Wade Boggs, Mike Pagliarulo, Gerald Clark, Eric Davis, Mike Smithson, John Dobson, Steve Wilson, Tim Jones, Gary Mielke, Ozzie Smith, and Willie Randolph Diamond King. So a lot of nice names in that pack. You're not going to find much of any value in that set, but a lot of big names. And we're going to go to 1990 Fleer. Again, another set that there's not a lot here, but we're going to see what we can find. We are going to start off with American League 4-team sticker set. Norm Charlton, there's Tony Fernandez and Cal Ripken. And let's see some of these here. Ted Power, Jesse Orosco, Bob Ojeda, Joe Orsulak, Lance Johnson, the Triples King, Lee Guterman, Darren Dalton, Charlie Huff, Geronimo Baroa, Dave Bergman, Lance Blankenship, Lenny Dykstra, and Lloyd Mosby. So not a lot there, but not a lot in that set either. All right, so moving on, we're going to go over to 89 score. Did pull a Randy Johnson out of this, I believe, last night. So not real sure what else we're going to find here, but hoping to find a few nice little rookies in this set. I already pulled a Biggio and a Cal Ripken, but we'll see what else we can find. We should go with an Ernie Witt, Vance Law, Cal Daniels, Rick Horton, Frank Viola, Guillermo Hernandez, Shane Mack, Keith Atherton, Bobby Thigpen, Cecil Espy, Donnell Nixon, Darrell Miller, Charlie Lee, and the rookies we have Ron Jones, Lance Blankenship, and Jim Traver. So nothing too great there. Frank Viola is probably the biggest name in that pack. And we'll go ahead and go over to the studio packs here. We'll start off with 91 Studio. And we start off right off the top with a Frank Thomas second year, so that's definitely a nice way to start that pack. Todd Van Poppel, which would have been a great card had he lived up to expectations. Milt Thompson, Kurt Schilling, looking like no neck with that turtleneck on. Tino Martinez, Mickey Tettleton, Rafael Palmeiro, Mark Gubicza, and Randy Milligan, followed by Gary Sheffield. So there's a couple big names in there. Frank Thomas definitely being the highlight of that pack. And then go into 92 Studio. Open it up here, and we have Mike Moore, Fred McGriff, cards sticking together here. We have Kevin Mitchell, Mike Jackson, Harold Reynolds, Robbie Thompson, Todd Worrell, Harold Baines, Tom Glavine, Gary DiSarcina, Greg Maddux, and Lance Johnson. So nothing of too much value, but a lot of big names in that pack. So that's definitely a good pack. All right, and then our final pack of Stack 1 is going to be 91 Score Series 1, looking for the Mussina rookie. I have not pulled one out of the box yet, so hopefully we'll get one either in this pack or coming up soon. I definitely want to get at least one out of the box. And we're going to start off with a Jose Canseco. And then Corey Snyder, Mark Langston, Todd Stottlemyre, Dave Pavlos. There's an Alex Fernandez. I forgot he was in here. That was definitely a great card back in the day. Jose Canseco and Bobby Bonilla, Master Blaster. Ivan Calderon, Darren Dalton, Marquise Grissom, Gary Reedus, Phil Stevenson, Alan Anderson, Pedro Guerrero, and Don Paul. So not a bad pack there. And then we're going to go to our second stack here. We got an 88 score. Not a lot in the set here. Hoping to get another Glavin rookie here, or Matt Williams. We're going to start off with Pedro Guerrero, George Brett, Pete O'Brien, Garth Yorg, Craig Reynolds, Todd Worrell, Scott Fletcher, Johnny Ray, Tim Stoddard, Phil Garner, Mitch Williams, Gus Polidor, Charlie Moore, Jim Eisenreich, and Mike Moore. And the rookies, we have Kevin Elster, who I can't stand, and Kurt Manwaring. So Kevin Elster is probably one of the few Mets that I just never liked. Can't even really give you a reason why I didn't like him. Just didn't like him. All right, but now we're going to go over to 88 Fleer. We are looking to see if we can get a second of either Glavin, Williams, or Edgar Martinez out of the box. We start off with the Ohio sticker set, the Indians and the Reds. And we have Kelly Gruber, John Davis, Danny Cox, Spike Owen, Randy St. Clair, Jay Bell, Les Lancaster, there's Harold Baines, Oral Hershiser, Jay Aldrich. There's a Jeff Blauser rookie, Eric Bell, Kevin Bass, Edwin Nunez, and Steve Lake. So not a good pack, but a few decent cards in there. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and open up 1990 Upper Deck, looking for the Red Jeep. Unlikely event of getting an autograph card or getting some of the rookies here. There's not a lot of the valuable rookies in the set, but there are some nice rookies. One of my favorite all-time players, Howard Johnson, Carlos Martinez, Jerry Brown, Rich Gedman, Ivan Calderon, Jack Morris, Dan Howlett, Jeff Reardon, San Diego's Padres hologram, Randy Milligan, the dreaded checklist, Scott Scudder, Kelly Gruber, Mark McGuire team checklist, Mike Schmidt retires card, and Mike Dyer. So nothing too great. I do like that Mike Schmidt card, even though it's not a very valuable card there. All right, so we'll go ahead and open up 1990 Bowman, looking for Frank Thomas rookie. And we're going to start off with a Brett Saberhagen artwork card, followed by Mike Marshall, Ricky Henderson, Darrell Hamilton, Eric Schau, Dave Hollins, Brady Anderson, Craig Graybeck, Kevin Romine, Bob Boone, Von Hayes, Chuck Finley, Donald Harris, Mike Remlinger, and Kevin McReynolds. So nothing too great out of that pack. And then moving right on along, we're going to go into 1988 Donruss, trying to get Roberto Alomar, rookie, Tom Glavine. Pack I never really collected in 88, so I never always got the leftovers after everybody got the stars and just bought or was given some cards here. So never got the Alomar, may have gotten to Glavine at one point. But we're going to start off with John Tudor, Darryl Miller, Dave LaPointe, Mike Lond, Mike Devereaux, Dennis Martinez, there's Gary Thurman rookie, Jose Rijo, Jerry Don Gleaton, Jay Buhner, Spike Owen, Jim Morrison, not the singer, Pete Stanisiek, Steve Kiefer, and Devon White, Diamond King. So nothing great in that pack either. All right, so we're going to move on to our third stack here. And we'll save the Bowman for last. We're going to go ahead and open up the Collector's Choice first. So we'll start off with Series 1. This is a 1994 Collector's Choice. Looking for some of the special cards here. And I'm actually going to add one more pack that I forgot to add, so I'll go ahead and put that in next here. But we've got Carl Everett, Jeff Granger. Our signature is Sean Green, rookie silver signatures. That's a pretty nice card. We'll set that aside and see. We'll have to look up the price of that one. We have Benji Gill, Tony Phillips, Ryan Klesko, Glenn Allen Hill, Jayhawk Owens, David Segui, Kevin Rogers, Steve Buechele, and David Cohn back with the Royals. And then we'll go into Series 2 with the potential of Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter cards in the set here. Pulled one of each of them so far, but there is the signature potential here as well. And we've got a Roberto Alomar team checklist, followed by Eddie Talbensee, Jack Armstrong, and Darren Jackson, Harold Baines, Kirby Puckett, one of my favorite non-Met players in the 80s and 90s. There's Chip Hale, Mike Jackson, Dean Palmer, Terrell Wade, who I thought was going to have a really nice career, just didn't quite live up to those expectations. And then our signature is Eric Anthony, silver signature. So would have been a nice pack in '94 with the Terrell Wade, but nothing too spectacular in there. All right, I did go ahead and add the '93 Upper Deck, because I forgot to add that in here before I started recording here. We'll go ahead and open that up and see what we can find in this pack. And we're going to start off with Black Jack McDowell, Mark Guthrie, Jeff Parrott, John Keeley, I'm not sure, don't remember him. Darryl Kyle, as always mentioned, died way too soon. Pat Kelly, Dennis Martinez, Jeff Bagwell, Mel Rojas, and Junior Felix, followed by Dan Walters, Mike Fetters, Harold Baines again, Rene Arocha, who had a pretty decent career, but nothing spectacular, and then a Community Heroes Tony Pena. So nothing too great out of that pack. It's a pretty neat set. I didn't really collect it too much back in '93. That's when I was in college and didn't have a lot of spending money at that point. Then we'll go ahead and open up the 1990 Leaf. Trying to get another Griffey or Sosa. Haven't hit much lately on these packs. So maybe tonight will change that. The pack doesn't not want to open. Alright, so we're going to start off with Frank Tanana, Tim Wallach, Brooke Jacoby, Fernando Valenzuela, Ozzie Guillen, Dave Smith, Brian Harvey, Tom Browning, Tony Pena, Craig Worthington, Nick Osaski, Tom Henke, Jeff Russell, Chris Sabo, and Harold Reynolds. So not a whole lot out of that pack. All right, now we'll go with a 1990 score, looking for the Frank Thomas rookie as well as Bo Jackson football baseball card, and a few other nice rookies, but those are the two big ones in the set. And we're going to start off with Andres Galarraga, Mike Felder, Jeff Russell, Storm Davis, Mitch Williams' Dream Team, Jeff Reardon, Eric Hansen, Jeff Musselman, Julio Franco, Tom Browning, Bert Blyleven, Bill Schroeder, Willie Frazier, Mike Morgan, and we have Stan Belinda and Kevin Blankenship. So not much out of that pack either. So hopefully we'll get something out of the big packs here because we are running out and have not pulled much here. But we'll go ahead and go with the 1991 Upper Deck. We do have Chipper Jones, Mike Mussina rookies, as well as the Michael Jordan SP1 as the highlights out of this set. It's been a long while since I pulled anything big out of any of these packs. Not sure if I'm in the same boxes that I pulled the Chipper Jones, but I have not pulled much else since then. We have Bobby Witt, Ramon Martinez, Kirby Puckett again, John Shelby, Charlie O'Brien, Felix Jose, Bobby Thigpen Save Master, Jeff Brantley, Mike Scioscia, and we have a San Diego Padres hologram, Rob Murphy, Rick Russell, that is a Roberto Kelly team checklist, followed by Darren Lewis, Dave Winfield, and Nolan Ryan Heroes card. Not the autograph, but one of the better cards we pulled so far. Alright, so our last pack of stack number 3 is going to be 89 Bowman. Looking for Ken Griffey Jr. I've already pulled one, would love to pull a second one out of this box. So we're going to start with Doyle Alexander, Jim Clancy, Dave Schmidt, Bill Schroeder, Nelson Santavania, Alex Trevino, and that is Duke Snyder, I think, but I'm probably wrong on that. We're going to go with Alex Sanchez. That is Pete Harnish. Does not look like Harnish in the name there. Ray Quinones, Cal Daniels, Alvin Davis, and Gary Templeton. So the Harnish is a nice card there. Alright, so now we're going to go with our last 5 packs here, starting with 89 Donruss, since I have the worst luck with that. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way. Would love to finally get a Griffey here. I've always had poor luck getting them. And we're going to start off with a Bonilla Diamond Kings, Barry Lyons, Devon White, Jerry Don Gleaton, Franklin Stubbs, Gary Redus, Harold Reynolds, Eric Plunk, a Jeff Blauser rookie, Frank Robinson, a Felix Jose rookie, Deion James turned the wrong way, followed by Dave West rookie. Dave recently passed, Rick Russell, and Darnell Coles. Nothing too great, but not a horrible pack either. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and go with the 91 Bowman. Again, had on a dry spell of getting big name cards out of this one here, so have not gotten any of the big rookies in a while. And we'll start off here with Julio Franco, Dan Petrie, Greg Cadaret, Mike Bielecki, Ricky Henderson, Tony Benzenard, there's a Klesko rookie, Dave Haas, Wilson Alvarez, Wally Backman, Fred McGriff, Rafael Valdez, Gino Minatelli, and Todd Stottlemyre. So once again, the big rookies hide from me, Klesko being the best card in that pack. And now we'll go ahead and open up 87 Donruss, looking for Bo Jackson, Barry Larkin, and Barry Bonds. I couldn't remember who the third big name card here is, but we're going to start off with Doyle Alexander, Moose Haas, Greg Gagne, Greg Gross, there's a Wade Boggs, Jerry Narron, Darrell Porter, Chuck Carey, John Crook, Dave Steeb, Glenn Wilson, Alex Trevino, Sammy Stewart, Wilfredo Tejada, and Von Hayes. So aside from Boggs, not much there. And we're going to go with an 86 Donruss. Still trying to see. Packs kind of look loose, but they kind of look like they might not be repacked, but it's hard to say. I really think this is a searched box. So I don't think we're going to get any of the big cards, but still holding out hope. And we got Joe Johnson, Jack Howe, Dave LaPointe, John Tudor, Brett Butler, Jim Morrison, Ted Simmons, Juan Nieves, Ron Meredith, Joel Davis, Jerry Narron, Harold Baines, Mike Davis, Larry Parrish, and Doug DeSenses. So, stronger belief of a searched box here. Alright, so in our final pack tonight, we're going to go with 89 Fleer, looking for Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. If you've watched my videos, you know this is an error box that I am opening, so there is potential for a Bill Ripken error, as well as some of the lesser valued errors in here. So let's cross our fingers and hope we finally get something big here. Alright, so we're going to start with Keith Brown, Andy McGaffigan, Mike Moore, Will Clark, Paul Gibson, Steve Sachs, Craig Worthington, Rafael Ramirez, Stan Javier, Carmelo Martinez, Don Mattingly, Mike Schmidt, Scott Fletcher, Zane Smith, and then Danny Jackson, Dave Cone. So not one of the better nights of opening packs here. So really the only big card we have is the Sean Green silver signature, but even that I still only expect it to be $1 or so. All right, but anyway, I appreciate everybody stopping in. Thanks for watching my video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my videos. Definitely want to continue to grow the stream and get better. I do have some giveaways coming up. Once I do hit 20 subs, I'm going to pick an autograph card for my collection to send out. It's not going to be a great autograph, but somebody that you've heard of. So we'll go ahead and do that once we get to 20 subs. So please subscribe, and hopefully we'll be able to continue growing this page here. But thanks again for stopping in, and I hope everybody has a great night.